Sometimes we mistake emotional intensity for love. We feel the spark, the rush, the adrenaline, and we decide it must be real. But often it's not love speaking, it's our nervous system reacting to something familiar from our past. The highs feel addictive because they temporarily silence the emptiness we don't want to face. Intensity can feel like connection because it's loud. It pulls us in, steals our attention, and makes everything seem meaningful. But real love is quieter. It doesn't demand urgency. It doesn't create chaos. It doesn't need to overwhelm us to feel alive. We chase intensity because it makes us feel alive, not because it makes us feel loved. Sometimes it's the drama we're addicted to. Sometimes it's the fear. Sometimes it's the uncertainty. But the truth is simple. If something constantly shakes us, it's not love. It's instability wearing the mask of passion. We often mistake attention for love. When someone sees us, chooses us, or makes us feel special, it touches old wounds we carry. And because it feels healing, we assume it must be love. But sometimes it's just temporary relief, not a real connection. Validation feels like love because it confirms our worth. But when our value depends on someone else's approval, we lose ourselves. Love doesn't demand performance. It doesn't appear only when we are good enough. It stays, even in our imperfect moments. Attention is momentary. Love is consistent. Love doesn't disappear when we're quiet, tired, distant, or not shining. If someone's presence depends on our performance, it's not love. It's a transaction. We confuse attachment with love because attachment feels safe. It's the familiarity, the routines, the years spent together. But staying simply because we're used to someone doesn't mean we're connected. Sometimes we're attached to the past, not the person. Habit is comfortable, but comfort can keep us stuck. Love grows, habit repeats. And sometimes we stay not because our heart is present, but because change feels frightening. Attachment feels like love when change feels dangerous. We tell ourselves we're staying because we care, but often we stay because we're afraid of the unknown. Love is brave. Habit is scared. Being saved is not the same as being loved. When someone rescues us, supports us, or helps us survive the hard moments, the gratitude feels deep. But help is not love, and feeling needed is not the same as feeling known. Dependence feels like love when we're scared to stand alone. Sometimes we hold on to someone because they feel like our only source of stability. But love doesn't replace us, it supports us. If we can't breathe without someone, it's not love, it's fear. We fall in love with fantasies more easily than with people. We create versions of them in our minds, softer, calmer, more loving, and then we fall for the version we made. But fantasies can't love us back. Only real people can. We project our hopes onto people and call it love. We imagine the relationship they could give us, the comfort they might bring, the future we dream about. But projection blinds us. We stop seeing the person and start seeing a story. Love begins where fantasy ends. It begins when we meet each other as we truly are, imperfect, real, messy, human. When the illusion falls away, connection becomes possible, not before.